Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Oliver Joyce from Whiskeybarrel Studios. Today, I got some big news for you. Well, big news for Gorgon Shield anyway, and hopefully, bam, big news for all of us. Because today I can announce to you something. Things have been quiet here at Whiskeybarrel Studios for the last couple of weeks. On the surface scenario, but under the surface, things have been bubbling up. And I've been working on a deal. And today I can happily announce to you that I am teaming up with these guys with two left thumbs. There you go. I had to rehearse that a couple of times. But yeah, I'm signed a publishing partnership deal with a micro publisher called Two Left Thumbs. Let's check them out. So who indeed are Two Left Thumbs? You might well ask, and you will be right to do so. Well, that's their logo, right? Two Left Thumbs are a publisher, a games publisher. But indeed, they are a micro publisher, which means it's a one-man band. That's who I'm teaming up with. But not just any one-man band. This is a one-man band with some muscle. Graham Nordell, who is a well-known YouTuber. Let's go to his channel, and he'll tell you a little bit more about himself. All right, take it away, Graham.
I started out on YouTube in 2015 and published my first game, Dead Estate, in 2021. So, how does an individual person go from YouTuber to game publisher? People have been asking me some variation of that for years now, and I plan to start talking about it much more openly. How I went from a teenager making free Flash games online to a young adult dabbling in marketing and production, eventually starting a YouTube channel dedicated to games and allowing my goals of game development to lead me to this publishing destination. It wasn't really the path I set out on, but my various hobbies, passion projects, and other creative endeavors have all been stepping stones along this path.
That's just the first 45 seconds or so of basically a nearly 25-minute long video on Graham's journey from YouTuber and, amateur game developer to micro publisher with a suite of games under his belt already, including Dead Estate, which has been a bona fide smash hit on Steam. And it's really worth looking at this video if you're, curious as to why I've teamed up with them, or you're thinking about perhaps, finding a micro publisher yourself. But let's find out a little bit more about Two Left Thumbs before I tell you a bit about why I joined up. This is his website, which, doesn't look anything fancy, but there he is. Handsome looking fellow, Graham. But what and who is Two Left Thumbs? Two Left Thumbs is a brand created by Graham. What started out as a YouTube channel has grown into an indie game micro publisher. I'm the sole employee of Two Left Thumbs, using my resources to lift up and support passionate and talented indie devs. But what is a micro publisher, you may well ask? As an individually run publishing label, I don't have the same resources or capital as the big name publishers do, but I'm able to support small teams through funding, marketing, press outreach, distribution, release strategies, storefront onboarding, navigation, and community building. I'm developer friendly and I offer developer friendly revenue share agreements. You retain your IP and your merchandising rights. Now, that's a big deal to me. All those things right there. That's what I need, right? I need help marketing. I need help with press outreach, all those, marketing buzzwords, all the industry buzzwords. I'm not good at that. I'm a game developer. I've never been great at marketing. This channel is hard work. I might seem like a sort of a confident personality on here, but I sometimes struggle, to do this sort of stuff. And it's hard putting yourself out there. And you need help. In this 2023, it's very, very hard to self-publish. And especially without the, the relative juggernaut of swords and sandals behind me, I decided I need help. And that's where Graham came in. Speaking of swords and sandals, a little coffee break from my mug. Yeah, so Swords and Sandals has been a wonderful, wonderful ride so far. I've got about 10 games out on Steam with Swords and Sandals, and I've teamed up with eGames for that. But eGames is not a traditional publisher in the sense that they're not from the industry. That's my business partner. They come from outside the industry, and I work on Swords and Sandals with them. But when I wanted to make my own intellectual property that I own, 100% just me, I was looking for something else, and I need an industry insider, someone that understands the industry and someone that, can get me in front of YouTubers, can get me in festivals, someone that just understands marketing and can really just help me spread the word about Gorgon Shield. And that's where Graham came in, and he arrived at just the right time. He emailed me, I can't remember exactly, it might have been nearly 2 months ago this deal has been in the works, and saying, hey, you're interested in perhaps teaming up. I had to think about it for a while, to be honest, because I've actually had a number of publishing offers from studios, both small and large, and I've had conversations with a bunch of them, and not everything, made sense. Nothing was a right fit, either because they want too much of a cut or they just didn't seem like, they personally understood what I was building here. So I had to think about it quite long and hard, but eventually I decided that Graham was the guy. And you know how I decided that? He actually sent me 2 long videos about Gorgon Shield, 2 long feedback videos, basically nearly an hour each, where he just got into the nuts and bolts of Gorgon Shield and just said, hey, you know what? This button would be work better if you did it like this. Or see this screen here? I think people would understand it better if you added this feature. And this guy just took the time to really, really get into Gorgon Shield and find out what made it the game it was and how I could do it better. And that's not something the other publishers even bothered to do. And that really sold me. So Graham and I are on the same wavelength in terms of what we think Gorgon Shield can be and how we want to, get it out there to the masses. So I was just, I was blown away by his feedback, and it really so far has already made the game, a lot better than what it was before he came on board. Now I'm just browsing, looking at his YouTube channel here, Two Left Thumbs. There's no slouch. He's got nearly 180,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is, a really decent number. It's many, many times bigger than my own channel. And, he has done videos on everything from, pop culture to video games to my favorite movies, that kind of thing. And, 100,000 views, 170,000 views, some really popular videos. But even Graham knows that, YouTube is very, very volatile. And so he wanted to transition from YouTuber to publisher. And that's why he's made the jump. And he's been looking for, talented game devs like myself to come on board as well. And if we have a look at his publisher page here on YouTube, Clown Meters is a really disturbing looking upcoming game here. Dead Estate is huge. That's had nearly 3,500 reviews. That's twice as big as Sword and Sandals Classic Collection, just to put that in perspective. Other games like Wizard Chess, Schism, They Speak from the Abyss. Fancy Pants Adventure. Now, that was a really popular Flash game from way back. I loved that game back in the day. That's coming. Beloved Rapture looks like a cool JRPG. So other developers are jumping on board as well to join the Two Left Thumbs revolution. Now, you notice I've said micro publisher rather than publisher. That's self-described. That's what Graham calls himself, because he is not a big, Devolver or a Raw Fury or one of those big hard-hitting publishers that have millions in the bank to, throw behind, put your game on the sides of buses and everything. But that's, probably not the kind of publisher that's going to go for my game anyway. Let's be real here. But also, I want someone that is lean and hungry and is prepared to take a chance, because everyone starts small, right? I started small. I'm still relatively small. I'm big enough to do this full time, but that may not be forever. I need this game to do well. I need my next games to do. I don't always want to just be making Sword and Sandals games. So, it was time for me to take a chance on someone, just as people have taken a chance on me. And I believe in Graham, and I believe in Two Left Thumbs and the job that they can do to help, let everyone know just what Gorgon Shield is all about. So, sorry, I got something in my eye. I'm tearing up here. It's an emotional moment. Yeah, it's a scary thing to team up with someone, because by launching with one publisher, you're closing your door to other publishers. And many people self-publish. I have game developer friends who, don't even use a publisher at all. And I thought about that as well. But you know what? I've made a lot of mistakes in game dev, and I've had games that have done well, couple of thousand Steam reviews for Swords and Sandals Classic. Immortals is closing on, it's 800 and something reviews, which, it's not in the Vampire Survivors numbers, but that's good. Believe me or not, that's actually really decent, and you can make a decent amount of money from that. But I've also had big failures. Spartacus, Swords and Sandals Pirates. Look at the game reviews, you'll be able to see which ones worked and which ones didn't. So I just want to give Gorgon Shield the best chance it can, and I'm getting really I think I'm getting better and, pretty polished as a game developer. But as a marketer and a promoter, I still struggle with basic things. I miss out on festivals. I forget to promote. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't really have the contacts of the popular streamers and so on. I was lucky with Swords and Sandals to have Charlie, Critical White, be a personal fan of the series and lend his voice to things. But I cannot count on Charlie every time. I cannot count on him to, come to the party every time I make a game. Gorgon Shield has to stand on its own 2 feet, but it needs help. So that's why teaming up with Two Left Thumbs, I think, is going to really help, make things a reality for the series. Hopefully the series, the game. I'm rambling a little bit. As you can tell, I'm a little out of practice. I haven't done YouTube in a little while, and you forget that the magic of the camera. Speaking of magic, this would not be possible without the excellent support of my Patreon supporters: Kyle Silgensky, Cavity Number 1, Neighbor Jack, Dane Simino, Daniel Funches, Brandon K, Pipuch, Noah Gudajan, XUp Omega, Jeff Rove Hex 3D, Hopeless, Antony, Lewis Fugel, and Pineapple. That guy. If you'd like to be a patron, that would make my day. Bam! He salutes you and I salute you. Thank you, guys. And if you'd like to be a patron, you get a weekly newsletter. You get access to the game. These guys have already played Gorgon Shield and give me excellent feedback. So, it really helps. So I appreciate you guys. So, hey, yeah, Gorgon Shield is actually, the demo is coming out the end of this week. This has been a long rambling video. As you can see, I'm really out of sync with things, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. And the demo is coming out on Thursday or Friday. So please wishlist the game and you will be notified straight away when the demo is available. I've done a new little teaser trailer, which I'll show you now before we go. Just hang around for this.
Welcome to Gorgon Shield. Enter the tower. Level 1. Red Barbarian level 1. Dungeon key obtained. Boss approaching. Red Barbarian died. Select your hero. Red Wizard enter the tower. Green Barbarian, congratulations. Level 19. Blue Valkyrie is low on health. Yellow Knight is going to die. Gorgon Shield has broken. Gorgon Shield.
So yeah, that's the latest trailer from Gorgon Shield. There's heaps to show off. Lots has changed. Lots have been updated. And you'll have that in your hands this Thursday or Friday. And please wishlist the game. If you haven't wishlisted yet, I really need wishlist because I'm up to 500 now. We're getting there. We need 10 times that. We did about 15 times that to really hit the spot on Steam. But I think we can do it. I now have the hard-hearing Graham Nordell from Two Left Thumbs on board. We're going to get this in front of as many YouTubers and streamers as we can. We're going to get this in festivals. We're going to get this in Next Fest. And, I believe in this game, and I hope you believe in it too. And, I'm excited. And thank you for joining me. Sorry for rambling. Have a great weekend. And I'll do another video later in the week showing off the demo. So until then, let me know what you think of this announcement in the comments. Let me know if this was a good move, terrible move. Any questions, curious, let me know. All right. Have a fantastic week, my friends. Until next time. Bye for now.